Oh shit. Stream. That's probably gonna be the first thing that happens too. I forgot to edit my stream. What are we doing today? We're back to programming. Let's say importing. Because that's kind of what I'm doing. Software, yeah. I guess this is all fine. Okay. I think we're streaming. Yep, we are. Been a while since we streamed on this side of things. I hope the mic shouldn't be too far away, like right here where the camera is. Should be good. I'm tired. It's 2 a.m. I'll probably give it like another 2 hours or so for this stream. I've been doing a little bit of work. What have I done? So just to show what I'm working on. This is my to-do list. I've done the exporting. I did that the other day. Then I had to update GameMaker Studio and test the game to make sure there was no bugs from the update, because there usually is, but this time there wasn't, so that's cool. Or at least nothing that I've seen yet. And now we're gonna spend this stream just putting stuff in. I was wondering if I would even stream this, because this is usually something I don't stream. But I figured, what the hell, might as well just do it, because I was feeling really bored. I had my day off. I watched the new Netflix Edge Runners for, Cyberpunk. Just so you know, I had a bunch of I had problems playing Cyberpunk. It took like a year of waiting or something, or maybe like 6 months of waiting before I was able to actually revisit it and start playing it. It had a ton of bugs in it. There's a lot of stuff not working with it, but overall I still really enjoyed the experience, so I wasn't really a hater. But then this Edge Runner show came out. I heard a lot of good things about it, so I figured I'd watch it. I like animation stuff. I think it was alright. It's not like bad, definitely not. But they definitely cut a lot of corners when it comes to like animation. There's a lot of like stiff scenes where you're just like looking at the back of a character's head while they talk for a minute. It was crazy. Sometimes I think they overdid it because I noticed it too much. It was definitely immersion breaking. But overall I think it was still pretty good. And there was definitely some really great like animated scenes too. I like the style of it. I just like the world of Cyberpunk. I think it's very interesting. That's really all I got to say about that. I enjoyed my day off. But we got to get back to work. There's always like this iffy moment when transitioning from one thing to another. It's like, it's very easy to feel overwhelmed by it because, it's been so long since I've done this that I don't really remember it. So I got to get through this like transition phase, but usually after like a day, I'll just start cruising. So really what we're doing right here is pretty simple though, just exporting a bunch of stuff in. Which I don't think I've ever streamed this process. Maybe I've done a little of it. I've definitely talked about it, but let's look at all the stuff I gotta do, right? We're still showing this screen, right? Totally forgot. But real quick, all the stuff that I did here, game dev, Gravitas. There's a couple new stuff in here for player stuff. There's these lights, zip light top, which is really hard to see. There's the ship light for the side, and then there's this damaged ship for the final fight. So I gotta put those in. And then in all the new stuff is in UI and menus. All this stuff is new. Quite a lot of stuff. And then I've got animated cutscenes, all the things, the pieces for the animated cutscenes are in here. But I spent like a whole day just exporting stuff basically. Cleaning them up, making them the right size. So sometimes I leave things large. Like backgrounds obviously will be full size. And then some things are bigger than what a full screen actually is, just because it's got to like move from off screen to on screen. So basically you just have to resize. What I did, I put a hotkey. I use like the T key to select a layer. So it'll just like, basically in Clip Studio it right clicks and puts selection at layer or something like that, and it just automatically selects everything in the layer. And then I use the Y key to crop the image to that screen, and just by doing that I can quickly go through them and crop everything to fit the size. I found that's like the fastest way to do it. So yeah, I got everything in here about the right sizes they need to be, could be. And then we got all of our still cutscenes. I think I'm gonna make all these like one sprite and just figure out like using image index for changing them. I haven't quite figured that out. These are all of our cutscene images. They're all exported in here beautifully. And then there was something I totally forgot about on the yesterday I totally forgot about showing off the research stuff. So this is just like all the research screen stuff I did. It's only going to show like the right half of the screen for this, but this was the alien tentacle. When you go to research it. This was for, I think this is for the anglerfish. I just had like its jaw on here. Some things it didn't make sense to have like the full creature because they're all super large. So sometimes I just took like a piece of them or something and put them on the dissection table. This is the crab. I just had it, cut its leg off. I don't know. Honestly, a lot of this I just make it up as I go. This is actually what the jaw of a moray eel looks like. If you don't know, a moray eel actually has like that alien's inner jaw. They've actually got an inner jaw, and this is the inner jaw. So I thought that was neat, so I put it in. There it is. And yeah, I just made it have like the glowy stuff. I kind of had an idea looking at it that anything that's like bone gets turned to black, and then it has like this glowy stuff on it. Anything blood related has these like meteorite fragments in them, kind of like this jellyfish. He's got like this inner glowy juice or whatever. This is for the octopus, the tentacle. The salmon, I have a salmon which I cut up and I showed like there's little glowing spots inside of them. I figured that's what I'm going to talk about with that. For the shark, this one was just a joke, but I just have things that would be inside of his stomach. So there's a toothbrush, there's a license plate. It says "bite me." That's funny. I know it's one less letter than is actually on a license plate, but that was also kind of intentional because I don't want to do like a real license plate number. So yes, I did exclude one for a reason. You can say there's a space and the space counts. I got the heart, the diamond heart or whatever from Titanic because I thought that was funny. And then there's just like the head of a rubber chicken all in his stomach. I just thought it was silly. And I had a lot of trouble thinking about like what to put on the shark table because sharks are usually real big. Like I could put a tooth or something, but I was doing a tooth for one of the other pictures, so it just took me a little while. And then I was like, oh yeah, it'd be funny if I just did like all the stuff that's in his stomach on the table. There's a stingray, just cut its tail off. Okay, and then these images are on the little triangles that drop down. So this is for the alien tentacle. I just have like the tentacle here with I'm showing that there's like electricity on these little uh, hooks that it's got on its tentacles. So this is just to explain how it discharges electrical projectiles or something. This is an eyeball for a anglerfish, which I know that I'm gonna move this over here because anything down here I know you can't see. Yeah, here's an eyeball for an anglerfish. This is actually the inside of a horseshoe crab. I was trying to find like a crab shell that it's been split in microscope, but I couldn't find one on Google. But I did find a horseshoe crab, and I figured that's pretty close, so we'll just do that and say whatever. But yeah, it's supposed to just be like cut and showing the inner workings of the crab shell, which is, you know, been corrupted by alien sci-fi jumbo. Alright, yeah, this one's kind of nasty, but it's just mucus from the eel on a Q-tip. This is that first one I was going to do. It was jellyfish squeezed out on a glove, medical glove. This is the brain of an octopus, but it's been mutated. This is the stomach of the salmon. It's been cut open to show it's been eating meteorite fragments. And then we have the tooth of a Shigertark, so a tiger shark. What did I just say? I said a Shigertark, didn't I? Brain. Anyway, yeah, the tooth of a tiger shark, which looks really cool, I think. This serrated sort of hook. And then this is the stinger of a stingray, which is very vicious. I didn't realize they were this gnarly, but it's like a little chainsaw. I don't want to get stung by a stingray. And that's it for those. So now I've shown them all. So yeah, what we're doing is just putting all this stuff in it. Which, yeah, it's not going to be that exciting. Oh yeah, but I was talking about this, wasn't I? So yeah, I'm putting everything in, and then after that, I figured out what I was going to be doing. That was something I did the other day too. I gotta add the ship lights that I have. I gotta put the plane in the game on the overworld. I gotta do some stuff for the final battle, change the lightning sprites, put the plane in the final screen, the damaged ship in the final screen, and I can do some map UI stuff. I wrote down all the things that are supposed to be on the UI. I'm gonna do the fireworks that go off on the 4th of July. Then stage UI, research UI, the research cutscenes, the cutscenes, loot gains, and I need to put in here game over screen. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, I've got to do a game over thing. Minigame, yeah, the plane minigame, got to code it, and fishing minigame, and then we do some like pacing, balancing at that point. And somewhere along here, I'm gonna be making screenshots, things to put on Steam page, to share on Instagram, DeviantArt. If you don't know, I have an Instagram and DeviantArt that I post to. They're /KoleoWing. All my stuff is /KoleoWing. I don't have a Twitter yet. I think I should maybe make a Twitter, but I've never touched Twitter. I'm not a big fan of social media in general, but I at least do the art ones because they're easy enough, and I usually have a lot to share. Alright, so let's do this. Alright. So, first thing I need to do is figure out like where I'm starting with all this. There's a lot of stuff to put in. I need like groups and whatnot. I guess we start with the player stuff, because that's simple. So the ship lights and the damaged ship. Is there anything else that I've forgotten about? Doesn't look like it. Okay, do that stuff. So this would be overworld stuff. Create, right. import. I don't think you can see this screen, can you? No, you just see Game Maker Studio. So I'm just like going through files right now looking for what I want to import. Pretty simple. Anyway, Gravitas. I'm gonna go to player. I think I'm gonna make these individual sprites. So this will be just ship side light. Okay, now you should see that. Script a world ship side light. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what the origin for this is, which is not ideal. Yeah, it's really not ideal. Oh no, I exported this a long time ago, so I don't even remember what I was thinking. Did I figure it out and I just forgot? Because it seems like something I would have thought about before. Well, it's a custom origin in the center. I think I'm gonna have to find out the origin point for this later. Sometimes this happens to where I don't know what to set the origin to. It could be center, but I doubt it's gonna be center because like this origin point is off center anyway. Just seems like some oversight where I forgot to put like an origin point for this thing. So that was dumb. So we can't have an origin point. There's no frames per second. I set by default for Game Maker Studio. You can look in the preferences for this file preferences, but I set the default frame rate to be 0 because I don't like images animating on their own. A lot of the stuff I put in are still images. So, and then if I am gonna like animate something, I want to set the frame rate myself anyway. So I think it's just better to start at 0. Origin, I start at 0, 0. Most things do go to middle center, but I just find it's better to set everything to 0 so that it's very obvious that I need to change it or whatever. So this is it. I don't have an origin point for this, so I'm gonna have to look that up later. But that's fine. Sometimes that happens. Let's create a new one. Import spotlight. Yeah, again, I don't know anything about it, so do that. So this is, I think I like streaming this because this is one of those things you don't ever see, or you hardly ever see people actually show this part of the game dev process, which is the boring part. I actually really enjoy doing this kind of thing though, because it's easy. It's like, you can just kind of turn your brain off and do it. So, this is actually kind of my jam. But I do want this thing ship stage to be in the same origin. I just copy what's down here up here. Maybe not. What's the size of this thing? It's 581. They're actually different sizes because of the kilter. So that's unfortunate. This thing where the line is, this is where like the water line, right? This origin point is kind of important. So again, I didn't really plan ahead by putting the origin point where it's supposed to go. I think if I do the origin point on the same like x coordinate, so 232 should be about right. And then I just go down to where it's supposed to be. And in fact, I need to do that the other way. I think most of this is underwater, but we need to be like around here on the engine. So this is about 160. Oh, actually, do 160, 232. That looks about right. And that'll put the water line right along this area right here. I think you can see my mouth. Yes, you can. So that should be about right there. There's no collision mask for this. There's no animation, so just close that one out. All right, next thing. Ooh, okay, I think I see something I might have messed up on. Yeah, probably. Okay, let me look at this real quick. So sometimes I come across certain sprites that weren't exported correctly, and I don't really realize it until afterwards, which is this problem. Alright, so this is the dock UI. Let me change the scene so you can see it. So in the dock UI, this thing right here, this stuff. So originally, these are combined together. There's just one of these that is very large, this large meteorite. It's got like a border around it like that, and I don't know if that actually fits in here. It kind of looks like it does, but what I think I was supposed to do is put like the border on top of it, and then the background underneath it. And I think I forgot to do that when I combined them. But you can't really see it here, right? But technically there's that little square right here. It might be too hard to see, and it's not an issue. We'll see. In game, things like that tend to like stick out like a sore thumb. I'm gonna just go ahead and put it in game as it is, and if I have to fix it, I'll go back later and repair it. But that might have been an oversight. Okay, so I think we start with the dock UI stuff. I gotta figure out like how am I gonna like sort this stuff. Sorting is super important. So I think this will be UI, a UI folder, and then I'll have another one for like dock UI. Page. Honestly, the UI part of that is kind of redundant, but whatever. I think cutscenes will be its own folder. And then in the cutscenes, we're going to have still images, So we got animated images, research, still images, rock, map, stage. There's title screen. That's the file. Oh yeah, there's something else I forgot. I'll get to it in a second. Let's do create group, mini games, fishing. Alright, so that's all the stuff, but there's I forgot the alien, which I actually think it's in effects. We got the bolt, alien bolt intro, and yeah, there's new stuff for this. I don't know if the size is still the same. 1997 by 303. This is 1987 by 305. It would have been nice if it was the same size. Honestly, I think all that matters is that this origin point is like right in the center of this circle, and everything else will kind of just work. The frame rate should probably still be 8. Yeah, as long as I put this origin point in the center, everything else will work about this. Alright, so let's import effects, intro, more frames. This is the new one. It's off a little bit. Should be about right. And we can hit play and see how it animates. It's okay. But these two have to be the same, right? The 71, 167 needs to be the same here. Now they got the same origin. And that's that animation. Okay, we got that. That one should just work because it's already in the game. That's one thing I don't have to really mess with. Alright, so I was doing DocUI stuff. Create, write, import. Alright, how do I do this? Do I do a separate sprite for everything? Or do I do like one sprite called icon and just change the image index of it? I don't really know what's best, but it probably doesn't matter much. I could just do separate sprites for all of them, because it'll make it a little easier. I don't have to like look it up, but it's going to take me more time to do it. Um, I honestly don't know. I could go either way with it. I think I'm just gonna do everything's its own separate sprite. It just makes it a little bit easier so that I don't have to keep looking up like what number equals what thing. It'll just take me a little longer here. Alright, so these don't animate. The sprites will be called, oh god, how am I naming these? Sprite, doc, icon, angler. Okay. These will all be middle center. And there's no like hitbox for this, so that should be all there is to it. Close that. Now, because this doesn't really change anytime, I'm just gonna do Control D. Yeah. Jelly. Sourman. Just trying to do these off the top of my head. Remember all the things that you can collect. Let's get these all caught up real quick. Alright, I just thought of something. I'm gonna write it down real quick. I still need to do saving and loading. I haven't done that yet. That needs to be in here somewhere. Probably when I do the title screen. Or probably just at the end here. So it would make sense to do it when I do the title screen. I guess I'll do it with the title screen. So we'll do saving, loading. The saving and loading I've done before. It won't be that difficult, I don't think. Make a little note of that. All right. What was I doing? Did the map. Alright, all that stuff. Okay, so what I should do here is go create group and just call this icons. Rectangle create right. I'm gonna end up deleting this origin later. I'm just using it to find coordinates. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it in here. You remember that. Top left sounds right. Everything else is good here. I mean, I could just make a origin one as well. Let's do that. E. There we go. And that should be all the dock stuff. I'm just going to do these in order, I guess. ABC order, because that's how it's sorted. The next would be fishing minigame. I think they should be middle center. This one actually doesn't go here. Be part of the overworld? Or... oh, this is all player. Oh man, I'm all in player right now. Oops. Let me fix that. This goes there. This goes Here goes the icon. Alright, how did I do icons? The middle center. See, these are set to 30 frames per second, which is, I don't know if that affects anything, but it just seems like I don't want this to animate. So I'm going to set all these to 0. I like 0 being the default. I don't know why these are set to 30 frames, because I did these before I changed everything, I think. Add minigame to the end of these, otherwise I'll have a conflict later. Forgot to set this. That easy to make a mistake. Alright, those are done. These be middle center. It doesn't really matter that much, but I think, yeah, middle center just makes it easier to place. Honestly, I could put it right at the feet, so that it's easier to get where it's supposed to be. Yeah, I think I will do that. So it was 93. Alright, I'm gonna keep these separate. I made there's some bonus sprites in here that might get deleted later. Ripple blue. Center. This thing actually has a collision mask, but it'll be... Oh, it doesn't. It's the selection thing that does. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay. Alright, that's it for the fishing stuff. No, still more. Right, fishing. Do I do center here? I think I do center. I do. Why does that make me laugh every time? I was just thinking, once I do this, I should put some notes in for me to get rid of this extra stuff after I'm done with it and I've decided what I want. Just in case I forget. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that before I forget. When I do minigame, we want to okay, I made a little note for myself. Was there anything else like that? Oh, the origin. Yeah, I got out the origin when I'm done with it. Put that where it goes. It's just I don't want extra sprites that won't be used later on, so I need to get rid of them when I'm done with them. Where's the dock screen? Did I not even put that in here? Really? I totally forgot about the dock. Guess I'll put that here. I just completely left out the dock on this to-do list. Alright. Weird that I forgot that. I guess I did. That's crazy. Alright. Next is map stuff. Would this be middle center? I don't think so. I think this needs to be like top middle. Or middle top. Top center. There we go. Because the place I put it, I don't know, actually maybe it goes like at 54 and then up to the blue line. I think that would be the best place to put it. Put it there. I think that's what I want. probably middle center. Let's see, it might be top left. Top left might be the easiest way to put it where it's supposed to go. I don't think it matters too much. I'm gonna do top left. For windows and like, yeah, anything like window related is usually better to just do top left. We'll do that. Got both of them on here. Reverse it. That should be okay. So yeah, this is real boring, isn't it? But you know, this is part of it. Yeah, usually when I say stuff like, I usually stream like a third of what I actually work on. This is the kind of thing I'm talking about. There's a lot of stuff that's just like medium kind of work that I don't usually put on stream. And this, yeah, kind of like this. I wonder if I should switch this up. Be like everything for the depth finder goes in a group. Let's see. Oh, okay. I was wondering why the screen here is bigger than the image itself. That's because I made room for it to have all the stuff that's on the side and on the top. And that way I'm just going to use 0, 0 for all of them. So that asks the question, should I just put them all as one sprite and change the image index? It might make things easier, but I'll have to look up when I change this thing later. I think I do. Put all the stuff that's map related or GPS related on the same one, because it's all technically the same thing. I don't know if this is a great idea. Honestly, now that I think about it, it's probably going to make things confusing. We'll do them separately. So yeah, it'll always be top left. And then, how many do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. I've already lost count, whatever. This one's going to be confusing. What do I call this? Slices? I think I ever put options window in here either. It'll be after the title UI. Oh right, options was something that I was thinking. I don't know if I want to do that immediately because I don't know all my options. I at least set up the basics of it. Say the basics, and we'll revisit it after I learn more about options UI. Because there's a lot of option stuff that I don't even know how to implement or if I need to implement, you know. So we'll get the basics in at least, like a couple options, and as long as I make it to where there's room to add more, I'll probably be fine. And when it comes to figuring out the frames per second, I usually just kind of like play around with it and see what looks good. And then really all there is to it. 8 is usually what I animate at. Probably what I want. But it might look better at like 10, 12. I think it looks good at 12 and spinning really fast. Let's do middle center here. Because wherever this is actually where the bombs come out. I'm gonna put it somewhere like around the door actually. I'm not sure about these different banners. They're just kind of like silly things, but they don't really like, whatever they are, it'd probably be better if they were just like retro game references without the or dev references. But the ones that are like based on things happening right now, like Eddie Rocks and Better Call Saul one. Maybe I get rid of those. I mean, I don't know. They're just like little silly phrases. It doesn't matter that much. I don't even know if I'm going to use this light. The light was supposed to be for the overworld. I don't know why I put it on the side. It's supposed to be on the top. I think I was going to make my own for the top. That's right. But why would there be one for the side? It never shows up at night. Oh, because of the final stage, it is out there at night. Okay, I remember now. This needs to be the same as this. A 144, 77. Yeah, the only time it's out at night on the side view is during the final battle. So I want that light to be on. In fact, if I put this at it's never going to turn left or right. I just need to put it like middle left. That way I can connect these 2 points, or this point with the banner. Right. Wait, what happened? I just selected multiple. Why didn't they all come? Say what? I did it again. Oh, because they're different sizes. Yeah. Why did I make them different size? Oh, because they weren't lined up. Ah, fuck. Alright, whatever. We'll have to do it like one at a time. Yeah, I didn't really plan that out very well. Alright, this is the first one. I just want it to be at like the top where the line starts or something. Probably like right. Alright, so S, plane, wave. Yeah, all these little waves are different sizes. So I can't like put them all on the same one. I'm gonna put these all together. Makes it easier to import. This is right. Research. Go. Top left. Good here. I'll just have to look in here and find which image index I need for each different one. But there's not that many. That's not really that big an issue. I don't know where to put the origin for this. This is my selection thing. Do I just put it in the center? Or keep it at the top left? I have no idea. Let's keep it at the top left for now. I'll change it later if I need to. There's something that I forgot to do. I'll do it in a second. Yeah, I need to do this definitely. This isn't really just a stage thing. Need a new group. Okay, one thing I forgot to do. Go to I'm gonna do this. This will be real quick. I just gotta, well, I might as well show it. Let me see here. There we go. So this is the file with all my stuff with the UI on it. I just wanted to go to stage UI. I've got this meter here, oxygen meter. Ah, fuck. Well, that's a shame. I'm gonna have to redo this because of these black dots. I might be able to just do this real quick. Yeah, okay, Control C, Control V. Oh, I can't because there's too many. Ah, but all right. God, using a mouse to do art. 4 people again. Got it. Okay. Need to fix that a little bit. Oh, and then I need to put pixels here. Oh, fuck. There we go. Right. So this window. So this is what I was talking about before. Select all this, hit T, selects it, and then Y. We'll crop it. Take a second. There we go. And once I have this, I just separate everything. Control Shift S to save. Game Dev, Gravitas. This is like UI. PNG. Okay, so this is, let's just call it meter. Well, they need to be together. This is supposed to be for the fishing game, so fishing meter. Oh, and I made a mistake. There's a paper background here. I need to get rid of that so that there's transparency. Control Shift S again, enter again, replace. This would be, honestly, that should have been the meter. Last one was the window. Crap. Okay, back to meter. Save, replace it. This one is window. Oh yeah, I can't. Shit. Meter window. Alright, that's all that stuff exported. And close this now. So that's how I do that. What happened to my programming window? It's not loading the screen? Oh. Okay. I don't know why it's not working anymore. Window capture is just failing. There it goes. Alright, good. Alright. Right, where was I? I was doing fishing stuff. I just forgot to throw that meter in. I was going to use that meter that I used for the oxygen meter for the fishing, you know, cast strength. Things I've already made a meter. But I forgot to put it in. So that was me fixing that. And put these all on one. Should be fun. I think I want to base this off the bottom center so that it rotates around that point. I'm going to rotate it to the right. so that it builds up. So bottom center should be right, or the correct place. Test fishing meter or cast meter. That'll work. Okay, cool. That one. I'm just totally drawing a blank right now. Here we go. This one. So we finished all this stuff. Now we got to do, what's the next easiest thing? Still cutscenes? Do that. I don't know what's the best way to do. Did I keep these things? I guess I should keep these open. It's too messy. Close all this. This is what we're working on. Okay, we're doing still images. I think this is just going to be one thing with like 96 frames, which that's the biggest I've ever done. This is the biggest sprite ever. Oh, it loaded the whole thing. Did it? It doesn't look like it goes to 90 something. It only goes to 72. What's up with that? Huh. Was it only 71 frames? Did I screw something up? Because I remember doing 90 something. Okay, I need to check this because that doesn't seem right. I know I gutted some of them, but it should still be around 90 something. Yeah, now I gotta open this back up. I just think it might not have exported correctly. Yeah, it was 96. But what happened? Some of them had to have gotten cut out, right? I don't think it exported correctly. Definitely missing the last frame. I think some of the frames just didn't get exported, which is odd. I can try and export it again, I guess. Just do that. Export animation. Export animation cells. Wait a second. No, I gotta cut this up again. Alright, let's try this again. Export animation. Export animation cells. Cutscenes. I'll go to public documents. What the hell? I don't know if I ever wanted to export to there. PNGs, drawn frames. Okay. It's gonna take a while to do this. I think something went wrong with the export. Hopefully we get 96 images this time. I haven't updated my Clip Studio on my PC for a long time. I really need to do that. I should definitely do that. Because you can have like more frames now. It's one of the problems I'm having is in the old version of Clip Studio, you can only have a certain amount of like images, and they like increase that amount by a lot in one of the updates, but I don't have that update yet. So if I want to add a new image, I can't unless I get rid of some stuff. All right, let's see if that works. So here, window. We now have 96. Okay, that's what we're supposed to have. Put those in here. I'm in the wrong one. Because UI. I'm going to delete all this crap. Those in. Okay, I think that fixes it. Delete that folder. Close this, close that. Wait. Alright, I closed the folder. I just noticed something that might be wrong. Yeah, not on black anymore. I don't think that'll matter as long as my background's black, but it might mess up my images. Honestly, I don't think it matters. And if anything, it'll make the sprite sizes smaller. So maybe it's a good thing? Alright. I'm just going to add them in and hopefully it works. Alright, so import the new ones, 96 frames. It's lagging. It's frozen. Give it a second. There we go. Is there a button for cycling through frames? Left, right, up, down, AD. To the end that plays. How do you like skip frames with the key press? There's so many frames I can't really just like click on them like I usually do. Broadcast me. I mean, there's 96, it should work. Play them at like 1 frame a second. or 0.5 frames. One frame per second is fine. I just want to look at them all. Yep, yep, yep. See, so the black background didn't get added to all of them. Is what I was worrying about before. But it shouldn't matter, because I'm going to put it on a black background anyway. So yeah, it will probably just make the images smaller. I'm just going to let this play all the way through because I want to see them all. Make sure they're all in. Done. Okay, cool. That's all good. 0. And this. Oh, that looks good. Yeah, that's a big one. I'm worried that putting them all on the same sprite might be a bad idea. I might have to cut them up later and just do it like... What I can do is do all the same sprite that are in each different scene. That way I'm not loading as much every time I go to a room that has a cutscene. I still haven't really figured out how I'm going to do cutscenes yet. I think I'm going to have a different room for each type of cutscene. That might be best. This is obviously a very big file. It's not even closing yet. There it goes. I don't know. We'll figure that out as we go. Alright. Animated images is the last one. This one's pretty big. I think I do separate groups for all of these. Can I not duplicate the group? This is going to be annoying. Alright, 12 groups. That's how many I've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, so 13. What am I gonna name these? Is it F2? Yeah. I was just calling them 1, 2, 3, 4, but that's not really good for this. I can't call it AI because that's not good. But like AC, AC1, I guess so. AC is for animated cutscene. These buttons are not in very easy to access places. You gotta get F2, AC with control. and then 5, and then go down, F2. I made a mistake because these things order alphabetically. Need to throw a 0 in here. Now when I do 10, it'll stay where it's supposed to be. Ah, cool. I feel like 4 is about right. For like a dock wave. This is the wave for the dock. Which it should be pretty steady. I think like 3 or 4. Or 3. I think this one would be like middle top or something. Or top center. Six. This one's weird because when it's moving, it should go twice as fast, but then be half speed. I'll keep it at 6. I might change the speed of it when it's not moving. Oh, what? Okay. I feel like I might have done this wrong. We have the egg, the glowing, but I've got to shift between these two, and then do this one, and then that one. I don't know. I'll figure that out later. I have no idea where this one goes. Guess it's middle center. I don't know if I need to put this here or back here a bit. I'll just put it here for now because it's going to rotate off this point, but it's probably going to be off the screen a little bit. and stretched. I don't know. This one, I'm not quite sure on. Most there. Ugh, tedious. All right. Got a lot of work ahead of us. One thing, just putting it in the game, we got to implement all this crap. Get like a little sneak preview of the work ahead of us. Alright. I think that's everything. Unless I forgot things, which is very possible. Happens a lot. Yeah, I think that's it. So let's quickly save it. Yeah, okay. I know that was a boring one, but I figured, what the hell? I was bored, so might as well upload a boring stream. At least I get to show off some of the boring parts of game dev. I don't know. Sometimes it's just like that. You're just uploading stuff, organization, that kind of thing. Honestly, it's a very big part. Yeah, I don't know. This one was pretty simple. Tomorrow, should be tomorrow, we'll start doing, we'll put those lights in. I'll have to figure out where those are supposed to go. But to get that working, we'll put the plane on the overworld. Yeah, just start cutting through this stuff. It's gonna take a while. Honestly, after going through it like that, I feel like it's gonna be another week or two. I don't know. It's hard to estimate, honestly. It's a lot of work. Alright, I'm gonna end the stream here. Later.